Ele já foi cirurgião e agora está atrás de ETs no Ceará. Vejam vocês. Eu vou conversar com um ator americano, Isaiah Washington. Please, Isaiah. It's water.
Ah, good.
Okay?
Obrigado.
Not in mine, but I never say what I drink here.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Fair enough. We won't tell.
Tell me something. It's your first time in Brazil.
Actually, it's my first time here in Sao Paulo. My first time in Brazil was in September 2009. I landed here. Only stayed about an hour, and then I was on a flight on the way to Fortaleza to meet my director, Gerson Sanjanito there, who's the director.
What, is he
writer.
here?
Yeah, he's sitting out there.
Tudo bem?
Yeah, the director of Area Q.
How was this approach made? How did he invite you to make the film?
Well, I'm going to say in English, in Portuguese.
Okay.
I follow his career since the beginning. He made 4 films with Spike Lee, which is one of my favorite directors.
Oh, yeah.
And so, we thought about him since the beginning. And I made an offer. He liked the script.
He made me an offer I couldn't refuse.
Yeah.
What he's not telling you, he's a world champion in jiu-jitsu.
Well, yes. And he speaks very good English, right?
Yeah, I live in LA for the last 15 years.
Yeah.
So he directs with the crew is Brazilian.
Absolutely.
The rest of the cast also Brazilian.
His baby daughter, I think she was about 5 months old. She was on the set every day, Sophia. His wife is the camera person, Karina.
So that's,
it's a family business.
So he speaks English all the time.
Sophia, I think her English is probably getting there. More Portuguese.
But directing, he speaks to the crew in Portuguese or no?
It was mostly acción or silencio. I know that silencio was getting ready for acción.
Okay. So you went, the first time you went directly to Ceará, to Fortaleza.
Yes, to Fortaleza. And then from there, we traveled by car to Quixadá and Quixadá-Mobim.
Quixadá.
Yeah.
And Quixadá-Mobim. Fantastic, this.
That's the name of the film, Area Q.
Yeah, Area Q. What's about it? It's a science fiction movie.
Very much so.
It's about an invasion.
Not exactly an invasion. I play a journalist that son is abducted, and I'm thinking that he's abducted by a human being. Without telling the plot of the film, I find out when I get to Quixadá that my son was actually taken by another higher intelligence. And I get abducted myself, and then you have to see me figure out not being a believer and then trying to rationale and convince other people that I indeed has been abducted and trying to get them to believe that.
Have you ever seen an ovni or a flying saucer yourself?
Oh, yes, of course.
You did?
Yeah.
Where?
No, I wasn't drinking. It was in New Mexico.
No mess.
Yeah, New Mexico near White Sands Missile Range. I was in the Air Force and driving through this mountainous area called Rio Doso. Obviously, I'm familiar with the flight paths and familiar with how aircraft are supposed to be.
You're a pilot also.
No, I worked in the maintenance arena.
Oh,
I was an
awesome.
engineer.
Okay.
So I did see something that I could not explain. But I'm accustomed to it. Being in the Air Force, you hear a lot of stories and a lot of privileged information that wouldn't give you an opportunity to take pause for alarm. As long as you're not being attacked, you just accept it for what it is. And I believe that we're not alone in this universe.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Me too. What I think, it would be a very selfish thing to think that the only planet inhabit would be our planet. But I mean, other planets must be in other galaxies or in very distant places. So what I find difficult to believe is that something from a very, very far away planet could come to Earth, but you never know, right?
And that's what the film, we sort of creatively address the need for the Earth. And we address it in the film in not a heavy-handed way to that humankind hasn't really been kind. We haven't been really kind to one another.
Yeah.
And that in the film, the intelligence is pretty much lightly saying that if we don't get our act together, they will help us get together because there's no way they're going to allow us to destroy the Earth, human beings,
and
because they need the uranium. They need Earth to be whole so it can be a part of the
of the
universal
whole system.
Yeah.
Have you ever been cast to play a president?
No, but I have been asked to run for president in West Africa, yes.
Because you have such a presidential look.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, so do you.
You're handsome. Yeah, in another kind of president. But I mean, you're very charming and you're very elegant.
Thank you.
And I don't know, I think I would cast you as a president, you know? Like, well, there is Obama, who is a very elegant man.
Yeah, I don't think I can come behind him. He's on television every day, so I don't think
Are
I
you a
compete with him.
Democrat or a Republican?
I'm more centrist. I'm in the middle.
Oh, come on, don't be political.
No, I'm not. I'm right in the middle. I'm for whoever gets the job done.
Spike Lee, I know he's one of your favorites.
I wouldn't be here if it were not for him. I did 4 films with him at the beginning of my career. I look at that like a college education. My whole existence is because of Spike Lee. I saw his first film, She's Gotta Have It, and I left the private sector to study acting and become an actor because of that.
It's fantastic, really fantastic. And also, you became very famous in Brazil because of the part you played in the series Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy, Dr. Preston Burke.
Right?
Yes.
Are you responsible for the very gay cap that the surgeons are using today? Because look at that. I would like to show them. Look at that.
Oh my God, yes.
This is one. Then it gets a little, look at that. That's a little more gayish. And the last one, look at that.
A flower.
The flower power.
Yes, I'm all for flower power. All for flower power.
And actually, today, I think that every surgeon is using the caps with a very flourish thing.
Red flowers and probably a rainbow too, I hope.
Yeah, sure.
Please, I'm down with the rainbow.
You're going to start the operation. The guy's not sleeping yet. He says, my God, look at that. It's my kind of surgery. So for how many years have you?
Have I been off the show?
No, on the show. How many years banging that wonderful?
Oh, banging. Whoa.
Whoa.
That's good. Sandra Oh.
Yeah, she's fantastic as a matter of fact.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
She's fantastic from the very beginning. If I miss anything about that show, it's the experience of working with her. She's a class act, a superpower, talent. I think she's won every award in Canada because she's Canadian.
She's Canadian.
She's Canadian, yeah. She grew up in Canada. So I think she has won everything except the Oscar in Canada. And she's got a Golden Globe and, Emmy nom. So she's a fantastic.
She's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I know, I like because she almost climbs on you when she does. And it's, I don't know, I think it had a lot of, a nice chemical together.
Chemistry, yes.
Chemistry,
yeah.
actually.
It's a mutual respect there.
No, fantastic. And how many seasons, how many years have you been on the series?
I was there for 3 years. I've been away from it for 5 years, but I feel like I haven't because I could walk the streets of Sao Paulo last night and kids who can't be no more than 19 or 20 are running up to me taking pictures of, that's this Preston Burke. What the heck are you doing in Sao Paulo?
You know that...
Just walking down the street from Paris 6, so I like to walk. I like to feel the people. I like to be available and see the people and see who they are. So
I think it's part of the profession, right? You can't be something on the air and then, no, I don't want to...
No, that's not good for business. It's not good for business because once a person meets you and you put up that pretentious wall, then...
It's ridiculous.
It's on Twitter.
Yeah.
5 minutes later.
You know that when you went out of the series, of the show, you know that I miss you, really.
It's good being missed. Thank you.
Yeah, really. I really missed you.
Thank you.
And you start to feel everything you have as a character, and you start missing it. I think that's a great thing for the actor. No, it's true. It's true. Really.
Thank you.
And I would like to show the trailer of the film. That's
assignment about UFO abductions.
Abductions.
And I'm sure you'd find out if it's a hoax or if there's really something going on there.
Eu tava assim muito doente, viu, moço? Os médicos diziam que tava desenganada.
Será mão de Deus. Foi um milagre de Jesus Cristo.
Stage 4 ovarian cancer.
She told us that she was pregnant.
So, an elaborate hoax. Even your guy, he's in on it.
Depois apareceu do outro lado dessa montanha.
I didn't know you could draw this well.
Matthew right there.
Has to be a coincidence.
Ele saiu para trabalhar como todos os outros dias. Ele disse que vai retornar.
Ask her who she got that. He drew this mountain.
I know about you and your son. Imagina um mundo tão mais com milhares de pessoas como Gandhi.
Do you have my son? Stop playing with me!
Você veio aqui querendo respostas.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Eu estou te dando respostas.
It was true.
I think you've been out in the hot sun for too long.
They can't be trusted.
Where's my son?
Parabéns. Good. When it's going out, quando é que sai o filme?
13 de abril, estreia em todo o Brasil, cinemas.
13 de abril em todo o Brasil. Como é que vai chamar? É Área Q
Área Q.
em inglês. Em português vai ser o mesmo nome, Area Q.
Área Q em português.
Okay. Isaiah Washington, it was a big pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And you have the same charisma here as you have on the screen, the small screen, and of course on the big screen also. Thank you very much.
Obrigado.
Daqui a pouco a gente volta. Obrigado.